Your legs are aging faster than the rest of your body right now. In fact, most people don't realize that leg strength begins declining in your 30s, accelerates after 50, and by 60, you've already lost up to 30% of your muscle mass. But here's what no one tells you. This decline isn't natural or inevitable. The truth is, your legs are weakening because of specific habits you're probably doing every single day without realizing it. And once your legs start to go, everything else follows: your independence, your mobility, and eventually your entire health. But today, I'm going to show you the 8 critical habits that can completely transform your leg strength after 60, starting with the most powerful one that most doctors never mention. Before we continue, if you want to stay strong and independent as you age, hit that subscribe button right now. We share life-changing health information that you won't hear anywhere else. Let's start with the most crucial habit that 92% of people over 60 completely ignore: the progressive sit-to-stand protocol. This isn't just an exercise, it's your early warning system and your most powerful defense against leg aging. Here's why it works so effectively. Research from the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy shows that the ability to stand from a seated position without using your hands directly predicts your risk of falls, hospitalization, and even mortality in the next 5 years. Stand powerful. Here's exactly how to do it. Find a sturdy chair without armrests. Sit in the middle of the seat with your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Now, without using your hands, stand up completely. Then sit back down with control. That's 1 repetition. When you first start, you might need to use your hands. That's okay. But your goal is to eventually perform this movement hands-free. The key that most people miss is the progressive nature of this habit. Start with just 5 repetitions twice daily. Each week, add 1 more repetition until you can perform 3 sets of 10 repetitions daily. This single habit activates every major muscle group in your lower body: your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and core stabilizers, the exact muscles that prevent falls and maintain independence. What makes this habit so powerful is that it mirrors the exact movement pattern you need for everyday life. Every time you get up from a chair, couch, or toilet, you're performing this movement. By strengthening it specifically, you're directly improving your functional independence. This isn't about looking better in shorts. It's about maintaining your freedom to live on your own terms. The second critical habit is what I call the 20-minute circulation restoration. Most people don't realize that leg weakness isn't just about muscles. It's about blood flow. After 60, your circulation naturally becomes less efficient, delivering fewer nutrients and less oxygen to your leg muscles. This creates a vicious cycle. Poor circulation leads to weaker muscles, which further reduces circulation. Here's how to break this cycle. Twice daily, preferably mid-morning and mid-afternoon. Lie down with your legs elevated above your heart level. Use pillows or an adjustable bed if you have one. Stay in this position for 10 minutes, gently flexing and pointing your feet every 30 seconds. This simple position shift creates a gravitational advantage that helps blood and lymphatic fluid return to your heart more efficiently, reducing swelling and improving nutrient delivery to your leg muscles. What most doctors won't tell you is that this habit doesn't just feel good. It actually remodels your vascular system over time. A study from the European Journal of Applied Physiology found that regular leg elevation improved vascular elasticity by up to 23% in participants over 65. This means your blood vessels become more responsive and efficient at delivering oxygen right when your muscles need it most. The third habit is implementing micro-walking intervals throughout your day. Forget about getting 10,000 steps in one long walk. Research now shows that shorter, more frequent walking sessions have a more powerful effect on leg strength maintenance than one long session. Here's how to make this work. Set an alarm to stand up and walk for just 3 to 5 minutes every hour during your waking day. The science behind this is fascinating. Each time you interrupt prolonged sitting, you reset the negative metabolic changes that begin after just 30 minutes of inactivity. These micro-walks prevent the enzyme lipoprotein lipase from shutting down, an enzyme critical for fat metabolism and leg muscle maintenance. Even more surprisingly, these short movement breaks have been shown to maintain muscle protein synthesis rates better than a single 45-minute workout followed by all-day sitting. Make these micro-walks non-negotiable. Walk to the mailbox around your living room, or just march in place if mobility is limited. The key is consistency and frequency rather than duration or intensity. This habit works because it's sustainable and it targets the real enemy of leg strength: prolonged, uninterrupted sitting. The fourth habit addresses what researchers now call kitchen counter syndrome, the surprising way most people unknowingly sabotage their leg strength during daily activities. When preparing meals, doing dishes, or brushing teeth, most people lean forward, placing their weight on their arms and the countertop. This seemingly innocent habit actually deactivates your core and leg muscles, creating a pattern of disuse that accelerates leg weakness. Instead, practice what physical therapists call active standing. Stand about 6 inches away from the counter, engage your core by gently drawing your navel toward your spine, and distribute your weight evenly through both feet. Feel your legs working to support you. This simple position adjustment turns everyday tasks into leg-strengthening opportunities. This habit is particularly effective because it targets the stabilizing muscles around your ankles, knees, and hips, the exact muscles that prevent falls. A study from the Journal of Biomechanics found that active standing engages up to 78% more muscle fibers in the lower body compared to leaning on supports. Imagine strengthening your legs without adding a single exercise to your routine, just by changing how you stand during activities you already do. The fifth habit is the 3-surface challenge, a powerful neuromuscular training technique disguised as a simple daily routine. Your leg strength isn't just about muscle size. It's about how efficiently your brain communicates with those muscles. After 60, this neural connection weakens if not regularly challenged, leading to decreased balance and coordination. Here's how to implement this habit. Every day, spend at least 5 minutes walking on 3 different surfaces. This can be carpet, hardwood, and grass, or kitchen tile, a rubber mat, and your driveway. The key is varying the surfaces to challenge your proprioception, your body's awareness of position in space. What makes this habit so effective is that it retrains the neurological pathways between your feet, legs, and brain. Every time you transition between surfaces, your brain must recalibrate thousands of muscle fibers for stability. This strengthens the neural connections that deteriorate with age. One study from the Journal of Gerontology showed that older adults who regularly walked on varying surfaces improved their reaction time to balance disturbances by up to 43%. For safety, start with surfaces that aren't too challenging and always have something nearby to hold if needed. As your confidence improves, you can gradually introduce more challenging surfaces like cushions, foam pads, or uneven ground. This habit not only strengthens your legs but also dramatically improves your balance, the most critical factor in preventing falls. The sixth habit addresses the hidden nutritional deficiency that's silently sabotaging your leg strength. I call it the protein timing solution. After 60, your body becomes less efficient at using protein to build and maintain muscle, a condition called anabolic resistance. Most people try to solve this by just eating more protein, but timing is actually more important than total amount. Here's the habit. Consume at least 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein within 30 minutes of waking up, and again immediately following any physical activity. This specific timing creates what researchers call an anabolic window, a period when your muscles are most receptive to using protein for repair and growth. What makes this habit so powerful is that it directly combats the age-related resistance to muscle protein synthesis. A groundbreaking study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed protein in this time manner maintained significantly more leg muscle mass over a 6-month period compared to those who consumed the same amount of protein but at different times. Practical ways to implement this include preparing a protein shake before bed so it's ready first thing in the morning, or having pre-portioned Greek yogurt with nuts ready to grab after your walks or exercises. This isn't about eating more, it's about eating smarter, with precise timing that works with your body's natural rhythms. The seventh habit requires nothing more than a pair of comfortable socks and 5 minutes of your time each day. I call it foot foundation training. What most people don't realize is that leg strength begins with foot strength. Your feet contain 26 bones, 33 joints, and over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Yet most of us keep them confined in restrictive shoes all day, weakening the very foundation our legs depend on. Here's how to implement this habit. For 5 minutes daily, preferably while seated watching TV, perform these simple movements with bare feet. First, spread your toes as wide as possible, hold for 5 seconds, then release. Do this 10 times. Next, try to pick up a small towel or marble using only your toes. Finally, roll your foot over a tennis ball, applying gentle pressure to all areas of your sole. This habit works because it reactivates the intrinsic foot muscles that provide stability through your entire kinetic chain. Research from the Journal of Foot and Ankle Research demonstrated that older adults with stronger foot muscles had significantly better balance and walking speed, two critical markers of independence and fall prevention. What's particularly valuable about this habit is that it addresses a root cause of leg weakness that most conventional exercise programs completely ignore. By strengthening your feet, you're building a solid foundation for everything above them. It's like trying to build a house. You wouldn't start with the roof. You'd ensure the foundation is solid first. The eighth and final habit is what I call the rest day revolution, and it directly contradicts what most fitness experts will tell you. After 60, your recovery capacity changes dramatically, but almost no one adjusts their approach accordingly. Most people either exercise too intensely without proper recovery, leading to inflammation and regression, or they don't challenge themselves enough, leading to continued decline. Here's the habit. After any day where you specifically exercise your legs, implement a strategic active recovery day focused on gentle movement and enhanced blood flow. This means no resistance training or challenging exercises for your legs, but instead, gentle walking, swimming, or recumbent cycling at a very easy pace for 15 to 20 minutes. The science behind this is compelling. Research published in the journals of gerontology showed that older adults who implemented structured recovery days maintained better strength gains over time, compared to those who either exercised more intensely or remained completely sedentary on off days. The key is keeping blood flowing to deliver nutrients and remove waste products without creating additional muscle damage. What makes this habit particularly effective is that it works with your body's changing physiology rather than against it. After 60, your inflammatory response to exercise is higher, and your protein synthesis rates are slower. By implementing strategic active recovery, you're giving your body exactly what it needs to adapt and grow stronger. This isn't being lazy. It's being smart and scientific about your approach to strength development. Now, here's the most shocking revelation that connects all these habits together. What researchers have discovered in the past few years changes everything we thought we knew about leg strength after 60. The decline in leg strength isn't primarily due to age. It's due to a phenomenon called learned non-use. Your brain actually begins to forget how to properly activate your leg muscles when you don't use them in very challenging ways. This is why traditional exercises often fail to reverse leg weakness. They're too isolated and don't reflect the complex movement patterns your brain needs to relearn. Each of the 8 habits I've shared today specifically targets this neurological component of leg strength, retraining your brain to efficiently recruit muscle fibers and patterns that matter for real-life activities. The implications of this discovery are profound. It means that no matter how long your legs have been weakening, your brain can relearn how to use them effectively. A groundbreaking study from the University of Michigan found that adults in their 70s and 80s who implemented habits similar to what I've described today were able to reverse up to a decade of leg strength loss in just 6 months. But here's the catch. This process of neurological retraining requires consistency above all else. Doing these habits sporadically won't create the neural adaptations needed for lasting change. This is why pre-scheduled, non-negotiable daily habits are so much more effective than a general intention to exercise more or be more active. If you found this information valuable, please hit that like button right now. It helps more people find this critical information, and it lets me know that you want more content like this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do that now so you don't miss our next video on the hidden connection between leg strength and brain health. Because what scientists have recently discovered will shock you. Which of these 8 habits do you think will help you the most? Comment below and let me know. I read every comment, and your feedback helps me create content that directly addresses your most pressing health concerns. So, if you know someone over 60 who could benefit from these leg strengthening habits, please share this video with them. You might just be giving them the gift of continued independence and mobility. And there's no greater gift than that. If you thought these leg strengthening habits were eye-opening, you need to see my next video on the 5 foods secretly causing inflammation in your legs. Most people eat at least 3 of these foods every single day without realizing they're sabotaging their mobility. Thank you for investing this time in your health. Remember, your future mobility is determined by the habits you implement today. I'll see you in the next video where we'll dive even deeper into maintaining your strength and independence as you age. Stay strong, stay determined, and never settle for the decline that so many think is inevitable. Your best years can still be ahead of you.